Well, hello everyone. This is the Turbocharged interview. I'm Tom Poland. My guest today is Ralph and Anania. Ralph, a very good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Tom, and thank you for having me on board.
Well, thanks for agreeing to give up your valuable time, and it must be very valuable, folks, because Ralph is someone who has created something quite extraordinary. He's actually built 26 successful multi-million dollar businesses over the last 30-year period. So he's therefore highly qualified and renowned for his ability for taking ailing businesses and turning them into finely tuned, profitable enterprises. So Ralph, I think we're going to get straight into this. The subject today is how to position your business at the top of your industry. We've got 5 minutes. I'm all ears. I'm sure viewers and listeners will be all ears as well. Your time has just started. So let's kick off. How do you position a business to become number one in a particular industry?
Well, first and foremost, you need to understand your industry and know what it is that you're trying to achieve. I find a lot, over the years, I've found a lot of businesses that try and be everything to everybody. And that's not how you become successful, and positioning is really important. And what I like to say usually in my events is, the example that I use is that if you're the best mechanic in the world and you're on a really busy road and you put a sign up saying best mechanic in the world, you know, you're not going to get the notice that you're intended when you first put the sign up, because, you know, the best mechanic in the world, a big deal. But if you were to put a sign up that said best mechanic in the world, Ferrari specialist, or specializing in Ferraris, you would get the Ferrari enthusiast coming into your workshop. Does it matter when you arrive that in the workshop there's BMWs or Toyotas or Holdens? Absolutely not, because the message is you're a Ferrari expert, and any Ferrari enthusiast will always have a second or a third car. So it's understanding your industry and knowing what it is that you want to be known for. It doesn't mean that you can't service other parts of the industry, but you've got to be very clear on what it is that you're trying to achieve.
So hence the concept of positioning, in this case positioning as not just the world's best mechanic but the Ferrari specialist.
Absolutely. So become an expert in your niche. You know, the next point, I guess, is believing that you are number one. You know, you can't just put a sign up and say that you are number one and then you don't have what it takes to be number one. So you've got to believe that you are number one, and that you are the industry that you're in recognises you as the expert as well. You also need to make sure that you're delivering customer excellence, because that is missed in all businesses today. You know, everyone takes customer service as just being part of running a business. You know, there's a massive difference between customer service and customer excellence. You know, and when you go into a supermarket and you're looking for cornflakes, you go down the cereal aisle, you will find cornflakes there, and as far as they're concerned, they've given you customer service because there's service you need. But when you go to the checkout, and the checkout operator doesn't look at you, doesn't talk to you, throws the bag at you, rips the money out of your hands, what experience are you going to leave with that is going to either make you go back or never go back? And that's where businesses fail, is they don't deliver the experience that is expected by clients anymore. You know, and another part of it is your management. You know, understanding what it is that you're trying to get across to people, and making sure that your staff and your management team are also along the same lines as you. So you're delivering that same excellence across the entire business. So train the staff and make sure that they're in line with your vision and the delivery of what it is that you want to deliver out there. And lastly, the most important one is obviously to let everybody know. Don't become the world's best kept secret. You know, if you are good in your industry and you're the best at it, don't become the world's best kept secret. Tell people about it. So, yeah.
Indeed. Well, after I'd sprinkled the cornflakes all over that person, I certainly wouldn't be going back. And as I've always said, as a marketer, the most important thing in marketing is to do some, and you've just alluded to that which tell people about it. So let's go back to some of those. These are pretty big principles, aren't they? Position
Absolutely.
yourself as an expert in the niche. Provide customer excellence. Figure out what that looks like, and do a good job of management so your team are being trained in delivering that. Are there any other underlying factors I've missed or that you teach in order to have a really, truly successful business?
Look, there are three fundamentals to running a successful business. First and foremost is planning. you must have a plan. If you don't have a plan, then you don't know where it is that you want to go. So planning is very important. Second is to identify your management team. Now, even if you're in business on your own, management team is, your advisors, your lawyer, your accountant. They're part of your management team. You may not see that, but they're very important as well. So you need to identify who they are and what role they're going to play on your team. And the last one is obviously the delivery, making sure that you implement what it is that you've planned to do and deliver it out so everybody knows what it is that you want to achieve.
Okay, 15 seconds left. Ralph Anania, Ralph ANANIA.com. Go there, check it out. Ralph, what's your purpose? 5 seconds.
My purpose is to create a environment where small businesses thrive.